Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and we are going to analyze this very wonderful editorial from the Hindu newspaper today, Revamp India's School Health Services. This particular editorial is important from your GS paper 1 and GS paper 2 perspective, and also for prelims, because here we are going to study about the National Policy on Education 2020 as well. तो ये जो आपका editorial है ना, ये आपके GS paper 1, paper 2 और prelims के perspective से बहुत important है. So make sure that you are having your respective registers to take short notes in. Alright. कोशिश कीजिएगा कि आप अपने रजिस्टर में शॉर्ट नोट्स ले लीजिए. देखो, आई विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग द पीडीएफ ऑन माय टेलीग्राम चैनल, बट आई वांट यू ऑल ऑफ यू टू आल्सो मेक योर ओन नोट्स, बिकॉज योर नोट्स आर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू एट द एंड, नॉट द पीडीएफ्स. बिकॉज उससे क्या होता है, दूसरे के बनाए नोट से आपकी समझ या आपके जो कनेक्शन है वो इतना स्ट्रांग नहीं होता जितना अपने खुद के हाथों से लिखने से होता है. ठीक है, सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड विदाउट एनी डिले. शुरू करते हैं. इन दिस एडिटोरियल चंद्रकांत लहारिया सर, ही इज बेसिकली टॉकिंग अबाउट how currently we need to refurnish India's school health services especially after the COVID pandemic, when the schools have reopened. We need to take care of school health services as well, students health services as well. Children across India, they are coming back to school now. They are connecting with each other. In person classroom experience अब वो ले रहे हैं. 2 साल से स्कूल नहीं गए थे, अब finally they are going back to school, and it is now time for the government to take very strong and concrete policy measures and actions that target specifically the school children, both on the education front and also on the medical front when it comes to health. Okay, तो basically चंद्रकांत सर का कहना ये है कि अब स्कूल खुल गए हैं तो गवर्नमेंट को कोशिश तो पूरी करनी चाहिए कि एजुकेशन लर्निंग कर्व जो नीचे गया है उसको ऊपर उठाना है, बट अब गवर्नमेंट को ये भी कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि बच्चों की हेल्थ भी देखी जाए, बच्चों के हेल्थ को भी ध्यान में रखा जाए. ठीक है. नाउ हियर द रीजन स्कूल हेल्थ सर्विसेज, वन ऑफ द रीजंस दैट द स्कूल हेल्थ सर्विसेज आर inadequate right now is because of lack of policy attention, because healthcare needs are equated with medical care needs. So for that, government thinks hospitals have been constructed, so the healthcare needs are taken care of. But no, स्कूल में जो आपके मेडिकल रूम्स हुआ करते थे ना, कि जब असेंबली में धूप में बच्चे बेहोश हो रहे हैं तो उन्हें मेडिकल रूम लेकर जा रहे हैं, आपका सर दर्द हो रहा है या पेट दर्द हो रहा है या बच्चों को उल्टी आ गई तो उन्हें मेडिकल रूम लेकर जाया जा रहा है. तो वो मेडिकल रूम जो है, वो जो हेल्थ केयर सर्विस स्कूल प्रोवाइड करता है उसको स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाना है. ये नहीं कि बस हॉस्पिटल्स क्रिएट कर दिए सब सही है. स्कूल के अंदर इन बिल्ड जो स्कूल हेल्थ सर्विसेज है उस पे भी फोकस वी हैव टू डू. दैट इज द रिक्वेस्ट ऑफ चंद्रकांत सर फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट. And the health knowledge acquired and lifestyle adopted in the school going age, they are going to stay in the adulthood also. आपको पता है बचपन से ही आदत बनती है, right? You know that if a student or if a kid is stealing, the parents have to stop that kid from stealing, right? The moment he does it, because then he will develop the habit of stealing in his adulthood also. अगर बच्चे को बचपन में ही चोरी करने से नहीं रोका गया तो बड़े होकर उस पर वो आदत बन जाती है. बचपन में पेंसिल उठा लिया, स्केल उठा लिया, आपने बच्चा समझ के माफ कर दिया, बड़े होकर यही उसकी आदत हो जाएगी. ठीक है, सबकॉन्शियसली. इसीलिए वी हैव टू स्टॉप देम. सो दैट इज व्हाई वी फोकस ऑन देयर हेल्थ फ्रॉम देयर चाइल्डहुड. इट विल बिकम अ हैबिट टू स्टे हेल्दी, टू स्टे फिट इन द अडल्टहुड ऑल्सो. अगर बचपन से ही आप बच्चे के हेल्थ की तरफ सजग रहेंगे, बच्चे को भी आप अवेयर करेंगे कैसे अपना ध्यान रखना है, कैसे अपने आप को फिट रखना है, कैसे पौष्टिक खाना खाना है, ठीक है, किस तरीके से एक्सरसाइजेस करनी है, तो इस सब से क्या होगा कि बड़े होके बच्चे को सबकॉन्शियसली ये हैबिट हो जाएगी कि कैसे अपने हेल्थ का ध्यान रखना है. Okay, so these habits have to be inculcated right from their childhood itself, right from the school itself, and school is the best place for inculcating these habits, because then the students are in groups, and groups में ना collectively activity कुछ भी करते हैं तो जल्दी बच्चा पकड़ता है. So right now schools have to focus on the nutrition of the children, the learning curve of the children. We have to increase that learning curve, and we need to make sure that students health is taken care of, because school health has largely remained a token service right now. And so far in the Delhi government also took a very wonderful step. In March 2022, the government of Delhi started 20 school health clinics with the promise of more. Promise of more means that more focus on school health of the children. Now this initiative is small but it has two messages. ये जो 20 स्कूल हेल्थ क्लिनिक स्टार्ट किए हैं दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट ने, इनिशिएटिव तो अभी छोटा है, स्मॉल स्केल पर है, बट इसका मैसेज इसके अंदर दो मैसेज हैं. फर्स्ट मैसेज इज दैट दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट recognizes the importance of school health services in post pandemic period. Now we have understood how much priority we have to give to health as well, and especially to the health of those students who are going to school right now in this pandemic. And the second message is the importance of multi-stakeholder partnership for school health services, because these are being set up through corporate social responsibility funding from a donor on one hand and international collaboration between health and education departments on the other. So here, when the school health clinics are opened up, when government thinks that pan-India school health clinics have to be opened up, here we will require, multi-stakeholder partnership. We will require help from the private companies also using their CSR funds, okay, corporate social responsibility funds हो गए उनके. We will take help of state governments also, medical institutions also, private hospitals also. ठीक है, so all the multi-stakeholders have to participate if the scheme is implemented now. अब implementation शुरू हो ही गया है तो सभी को साथ आना पड़ेगा, तो सबके साथ से ही सबका विकास होगा. Okay. Now here, on a flip side, Delhi government's own assertion that these clinics or school health clinics are curative focused services, they have also highlighted the main issue. What makes comprehensive school health services had still not be fully understood. So right now, yes, government is taking fresh approach towards these school health services by establishing these clinics. But the most important part here is that still we do not understand, we do not clearly know that what, basically comprises of the school health services. Matlab, what are the major parts of the school, of establishing the school health services? What are the major components that the government has to keep in mind while establishing these clinics? Now we can look into the approach of FRESH. What is FRESH? FRESH is a new approach by UNESCO, UNICEF, World Health Organization and World Bank, which is called FRESH. It is an interagency framework and it is known as Focusing Resources on Effective School Health. This is the full form of FRESH. Focusing school health on effective focusing resources on effective school health. Now here in this approach we have three core areas and three supporting strategies. Before we move ahead, here's a very small announcement for all of you. Unacademy is coming up with UPSC CSE GS Combat. Now you can kickstart your prelims 2023 preparation with the free mock test that Unacademy is providing, along with the scholarship which comes along with this mock test. Scholarships worth ₹4 crore. You stand a chance to win this scholarship in this mock test, which is going to be conducted on 24th of July 11 AM in the morning. सुबह 11 बजे 24 जुलाई को ये mock test आपका होने वाला है. आपको enroll करना है. It's free of cost. You do not have to pay anything for it, and you can use code ARPITA10 to get 10% discount on the Unacademy subscription, plus for free if you want to enroll in this combat. अगर आप इस combat में enroll करना चाहते हो free of cost, तो आप इस code का use कर लीजिएगा. 60 मिनट्स का टेस्ट होगा, बिल्कुल फ्री है, कुछ आपको पे नहीं करना. इट्स अ फ्री ऑल इंडिया स्कॉलरशिप टेस्ट विच इज कंडक्टेड एवरी संडे लाइव एट 11 AM. 50 क्वेश्चंस विल बी आस्क्ड. आपको 1 घंटे का टाइम दिया जाएगा एंड बेस्ड ऑन योर परफॉर्मेंस यू विल गेट टू नो योर डिटेल्ड रिपोर्ट कार्ड ऑल्सो. आपको आपकी डिटेल्ड रिपोर्ट कार्ड भी मिलेगी इसके अंदर. So you will understand your strengths and weaknesses, plus you will get rankings based on which you will be given scholarships. So the link is given below in the description box. Live test hoga 24th July subah 11 baje. So this article basically reviews the implementation of National Education Policy. In this implementation, in this review, the Prime Minister Office advised to the states that there should be regular health checkups and screening of the school children. And Prime Minister's office also sent letters to the health departments to depute to hire medical interns and students in postgraduate courses in the health checkups which are conducted in the schools. तो बेसिकली प्राइम मिनिस्टर के ऑफिस से एक लेटर हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट की तरफ गया कि आप मेडिकल इंटर्न्स जो आपके स्टेट में है और स्टूडेंट्स हैं पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेज मेडिकल कॉलेजेस में कर रहे हैं, उनको आप इन हेल्थ चेकअप्स में भेजो बच्चों की स्क्रीनिंग करने के लिए. This was a part of the review of the implementation of National Education Policy. So basically in this policy they are also focusing on the school children's health. Now here basically it is said that in the national education policy also there is very inadequate attention given to school health services. So the question is, why this inadequate attention? क्यों इतना कम attention school health services को दिया जाता है? The answer is very easy, because the government equates healthcare needs to medical care needs. So they think that establishing hospitals is enough. That is why they do take the establishment of school health services or school health clinics for granted. Now, do you know that the first documented record of school health services in India was done in 1909 in the presidency of Baroda. It started with the medical examination of school children. This is very important fact for also your mains answer writing in the introduction and also for prelims. And do you know that there was Sir Joseph Bohr Committee which was established in 1946, which passed its report, and it said that school children's health services in India were underdeveloped and non-existent. 1946 आज़ादी मिली थी जब हमें 47 में, उससे पहले एक सर जोसेफ बोर कमेटी बनी थी जिसमें ये रिपोर्ट में साफ साफ कहा गया था कि स्कूल हेल्थ चिल्ड्रन या स्कूल हेल्थ सर्विसेज के लिए अगर कोई क्लिनिक खोला जाए तो ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता। क्यों? क्योंकि स्कूल चिल्ड्रंस हेल्थ सर्विसेज जो है वो भारत में तो बिल्कुल नॉन एग्जिस्टेंट है, मतलब फॉर ग्रांटेड लिया जाता है बच्चों की हेल्थ को स्कूल्स में। And that is why in March 2022 Delhi government has opened up this 20 school health clinics which we have already studied. Okay, point clear हो गया यहाँ तक सभी को? We have studied the fresh approach. In the fresh approach, we have 4 core areas and 3 supporting strategies. The 4 core areas is water, focusing on the water, sanitation, environment, and health education, and health and nutrition services. These are the 4 core areas on which this approach focuses on. And there are 3 supporting strategies to fulfill this particular approach. First strategy is effective partnership between education and health sectors. Second strategy is community partnership, because in that way the parents also will become aware about the school's health services. And third is obviously student participation. These are the 3 supporting strategies through which we can focus on the 4 core areas and effectively you can say implement the fresh approach of UNESCO, UNICEF, WHO and World Bank. Now, if somebody asks you a question, why health services in schools are wrongly designed right now, even after so much of education and progress, the main question is that currently we have a very limited and narrow understanding and clarity of what constitutes the well-functioning health services. How we can effectively, very perfectly, implement the health services in schools. The understanding of that is not clear right now. We have always equated health services with the medical care needs only, and that is why health services in schools are wrongly designed. And now that you have understood about the importance of health services in school, as an IAS officer you can implement it in a very effective manner in your own districts. And that is why reading editorials is important. You do not just read editorials to pass your exam, but you read editorials to understand what you have to do on field once you clear this exam. So let us understand the different guidelines for Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in US. These guidelines focuses on 4 focus areas. First is acute and emergency care. Whenever there is any kind of pandemic or any kind of spread of disease, we need to focus on acute and emergency care. What constitutes acute emergency needs? We have to understand that. Then family engagement is very important. Chronic disease management and care coordination. If we understand these 4 focus areas, we can also make the students and the teachers aware of it, and we can implement drills in schools. We can implement training sessions in schools regarding the health services of the children, right? So these are the focus areas that you need to focus on to understand the importance of school health services. Point clear हो रहा है? Now WHO guidelines have also been released on school health services, and in these guidelines there are 4 very important components which have been highlighted in the school health services. First is health promotion. Second is health education. We need to make sure that there are awareness and consultation sessions in schools every week or twice in a month, so that students can be made aware. For example, menstruation classes can be conducted, so that both the boys and the girls can be made aware of the problem or issues related with menstruation. What are the issues? When a girl is undergoing her periods, she may experience cramps and stomach ache, right, or headache. In that case, how to basically train the students to raise their needs in front of the school health services clinics or their parents. Instead of stigmatizing these kind of notions, we need to destigmatize it. We do not need to make taboo of menstruation camps or menstruation cycles, right? हमें इसका टैबू नहीं बनाना कि भाई साइकिल्स हो रहे हैं, किसी बच्चे के मेंसेस हो रहे हैं तो हम उसको बिल्कुल अछूत बना दें, साइड में बिठा दें क्लास में. टीचर्स भी कभी कभी ऐसा करती हैं, राइट? तो इसलिए हमें यहाँ पर, और फिर इसको ज्यादा बोलो मत, ढंग से बैठो, ढंग से उठो, ढंग से चलो, पेट दर्द हो रहा है तो बच्ची बता नहीं पा रही है, जस्ट बिकॉज इस बात को एक टैबू बना दिया है. तो हमें ये क्लासेस, ये हेल्थ एजुकेशन इसलिए यहाँ पर मैंडेटरी है कि बच्चे इस चीज को, इस ट्रॉमा में ना फंसे कि ये कोई चीज टैबू है. अगर उनको कोई इशू या प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है तो वो खुलकर अपनी बात को रेज करें अथॉरिटीज, स्कूल अथॉरिटीज के आगे, अगर स्कूल में कोई दिक्कत है, या पेरेंट्स के आगे. Screening leading to care, that is also very important. Regular health checkups should be mandatory in every school. हमारे स्कूल में तो I remember, महीने में एक बार रेगुलर हेल्थ चेकअप हमारा होता ही था. सब बच्चों को रोल नंबर वाइज मेडिकल रूम लेकर जाया जाता था, जहाँ हमारी हाइट, हमारा वेट, हमारी और कोई इश्यूज हैं, हमें अगर कोई बॉडीली इशू है, कोई प्रॉब्लम है, कोई इनर प्रॉब्लम है, वो सब कुछ चेक किया जाता था individually. And then a detailed report, medical report used to come. That was to be given to our parents during the parent teacher meeting. In order to make the parents also aware of the health condition of a child. So this should be done in every school. हर स्कूल में ये होना चाहिए, ठीक है? So these are the important components of the school health services as per the WHO guidelines. Then we study about the National Education Policy 2020. We know that it is built upon 4 foundational pillars: access, equity, affordability and accountability, which brings out the unique capability of every student. And this policy has replaced the National Policy on Education of 1986. It was 34-year-old policy. This new policy basically is aligned to 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development because it aims to transform India when it comes to knowledge. It aims to make India a super, power when it comes to global knowledge by making the school and college education holistic, flexible and multidisciplinary. And here we need to also, add the school health services in this policy, and we need to focus on it as well. तो ये है आपका, ये आज का पूरा एडिटोरियल जो हमने पढ़ा. यहाँ पर आप इस एडिटोरियल की कॉपी आप टेलीग्राम चैनल पे आपको मिल जाएगा. जो पॉइंट्स हाईलाइटेड है वो आपको जरूर पढ़ने हैं. So this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. In 20 minutes we have covered the entire editorial in detail through flowcharts.